So let me now ask, if I may, some questions about religion. What happens if the doctrine of a religion, Buddhism, let's say, is contradicted by some finding, some discovery in science, let's say? What does a believer in Buddhism do in that case?
For Buddhists, there's not a problem. The Buddha himself, as it made clear, the important thing is your own investigation, and should know the reality, no matter, you see, what Scripture says. In case your finding is something contradiction or opposite that of the Scripture's explanation, then you see you should, you should rely on as a finding rather than on Scripture.
So that's very much like like science.
That's right. So I think the basic Buddhist concept, you see, the whole thing. I think at the beginning it is worthwhile, or it is better remain skeptical, then carry, you see, experiment through external means as well as, you see, internal means. Then through investigation, if things become clear and convincing, then the time has come to accept or to believe. If through science, if you see proof that after death, you see, no more continuity of, let's say, human mind or continuity of life. If proof, then theoretically speaking, Buddhists have to accept.
So what would that do to the doctrine of reincarnation?
But I do not think, you see, regarding the existence of continuity of mind, or I think more, or life.
After
death. You see, the concept about that, I think more reason. Although, you see, acceptance, that kind of theory, may not solve all your question, or may not give you the complete satisfaction. But still, that theory is better than the theory of non-existence. So if there is no the continuation of life or continuation of being, then you see the original cause of the whole galaxies, you see, including this planet. Now, for example, you see Big Bang theory. Yes, it is all right. It is possible. It's a Big Bang theory. It happened to that way, but doesn't matter. All right. But then why it happened? Then either you see you have to accept the things happen accidentally, without a particular cause. Yes. That also uncomfortable. Still, you see, there are a lot of questions there. Of course. Then you see another thing, creator. Yes. That also, from the Buddhist viewpoint, that also not so, let's say, a sound answer. If you see creator, why is it creator creates these things? Yes. So that kind of, you see, more questions still there.
So, do you believe in God?
God, in the sense, is some kind of, ultimate reality. Then yes, we accept. But God, in the sense, as an almighty or creator, then Buddhists do not accept.
So there's no conceivable finding of science which would make you say that Buddhist doctrine is wrong, or that you're no longer a Buddhist?
I think the scientific finding through careful experiment, that Buddhists at once have to accept. So no problem. But some, let's say, some scientists, they believe that, or there's some, some scientific-minded Buddhist, I think I should say like that way. They they consider Buddhism is not a religion, but rather is a science of mind. Or sometimes they call inner science. Buddhism is something like inner science. So, according my own experience, as a result of meeting with scientists in recent years, I developed much contact with scientists, mainly in the field of, say, the cosmology, and then neurobiology, and also the physics, mainly the quantum mechanics, field, and then, of course, psychology. In this field, there are many, common parallels. So, discussion in length in this field. As a Buddhist, I got much benefit to learn from their finding, and very helpful to a Buddhist. At the same time, some scientists also showing genuine keen interest about Buddhist explanation about their concerned subject.
Yes.
And as far as one is quite clear, as far as the mental science is concerned, the Buddhism is very, highly advanced.